is Chandra with Raising the Barn Real Estate, where we go the extra mile in providing you pertinent and fun facts about today's industry. So actually today I'm going to be wrapping up the home video buying process. And last week in video number 4, we talked about putting in an offer. So once you put in your offer and you sign the residential purchase agreement, you may be thinking, hey, I can just sit back and just wait to get my keys. But this is where it gets really real, people. So once you put in that offer, and like I said, it is accepted, your lender is contacted to lock in the interest rate of your loan. Now, after that, you're going to go into escrow. Now, a lot of people don't understand the process of escrow and what exactly is escrow. Escrow is merely when a third or impartial neutral party holds on to something of value, okay, whether that's the EMD, whether that's checks, whether it's contracts, and they hold on to those things until the deal is closed and the house officially changes hands from the seller to the buyers, okay? Now, sometimes your closing or your escrow company can also be your title company. Now, the escrow company will give you instructions on how to send your EMD. Now, EMD is just short for earnest money deposit, and all EMD is funds that you put down to show good faith that you are serious about purchasing a particular home. Now, the EMD can be 1, 2, 5, 10% of the selling price. So for instance, if I purchase a home that's $200,000 and I do 1%, I'm going to put down $2,000 into escrow, all right? Now, there are a lot of things that are happening behind the scenes with the title company, with the escrow company, and with the lending company. But on your part, this is when your due diligence starts. This is a very, very important time. Now, let me explain to you what the due diligence period is. It's a time of usually about 10 to 15 days that certain things have to be done. And it's also a time when the buyer has, after signing a contract, to assure themselves that they are getting the asset that they are paying for. So during the due diligence period, an appraisal will be scheduled by your lender, okay? And that's just to determine the value of the property. The next step is a home inspection. That's very, very important, okay? You're going to have your home inspection. You may have mold inspection. You may have wood destroying pest inspections if necessary, all right? The home inspection will disclose as best as possible any repairs or recommendations that needed to be done on the home. Now, if there are any repairs or things that need to be done in the home, you can negotiate with the seller on those things. If not, we move on to the next step. Now, on the back end, a full title report is going to be coordinated with the escrow title company. Now, they have to make sure that the title is good and marketable and that there are no liens. Next, you have your CIC packages, which is your common interest community packages. This is going to be if you're living in an HOA community, all right? The seller has to provide you with that resale package, all right? And you have a certain amount of time to thoroughly look over and read it to make sure that it's correct so that you can accept it and sign it or reject it, all right? Next, the seller is also going to provide you with an SRPD, which is the seller's real property disclosure. Now, this is a document where the seller has to fill out in its entirety any known issues with the home. In this period, if there are any known issues with the home or with the HOA community, this is the time that you can cancel without losing your EMD. Because if you do anything outside of the due diligence period, you will be in jeopardy of losing your earnest money deposit and it will not be returned back to you. So if there are any issues, we as the real estate agents can make addendums and extensions so that everything can get handled correctly, all right? Now, during this time, you also need to get homeowners insurance, all right? And so we can go through that process with you. Look, I don't want you guys to be overwhelmed because it is a lot of things that you have to remember and you have to get. But if you have a good real estate agent, they're going to walk you through step by step. So when you get up to one point, they're going to tell you what you need. Once you get that problem done, or excuse me, once you get that overcome and you finish that, then we move on to the next, all right? So next, you're going to have a final walkthrough with the home inspector, all right? So what happens on the morning of close of escrow, you'll walk through to make sure that the repairs were done if needed and that if everything that was stated that was going to stay at the home is actually there. Then the lender or the escrow officer will prepare your CD. This is a closing disclosure, okay? And they're going to do that at least 3 days prior to closing, and they will come to your home, they will come to your place of business, or you meet them in the office and you sign those documents. Then the escrow officer or myself will contact you to schedule the signing appointment. All right. So now that you have finalized or consummated the loan, the settlement documents are executed, all right? Once again, there are other things that are going to be happening behind the scenes, but your documents are going to be recorded, and now you get your keys. So congratulations, you are now a homeowner. You stuck through the process and you got the dream achieved by owning a home. Now, I just want to let you know that the reason I made this video is because I had a lot of questions about the process of owning a home. A lot of people didn't understand the steps, and I felt that it was very needful to give people the information so they kind of won't have blinders on when it comes to buying a home. So I hope that this really helped you. All right, so next week I'm going to have some new material about the industry of real estate. Once again, I want to talk to you about CMG's Credit Help Luncheon. They're going to be talking about credit and credit scores, what factors influence it, how to improve it, how it affects mortgage financing, how to build credit before purchasing a home, and how to work with lenders despite low credit scores. So if you are interested in that free cost to attend free luncheon, just please contact me. And now we're going to have what's happening in Vegas, because as you know, what happens in Vegas does not have to stay in Vegas. We get to share it with everyone. So last week I gave you the 5 biggest bills that were happening in Vegas. Now I'm going to give you 6 through 10. So the 6th biggest building in Vegas is the Union Village, all right? This will be located in Henderson and will feature a hospital, movie theater, retail stores, residential townhomes, entertainment, cultural, and retirement centers. This will cost $1.2 billion and is already under construction, being built in phases with a completion date of 2025. You can log on to unionvillage.net for more information. The number 7 biggest building in Vegas is the Henderson West project. Now, Alan Savage, who is the developer, said that it's going to take about 10 years to complete this. He started in 2018, so the completion date is set for 2028. This is going to have 2,920 residential units, 670,000 square feet of office and retail space, and a 250-room hotel to be completed. The cost is going to be about $950 million. The 8th biggest build is Project Neon. Yep, most of the construction that's going on. The project is I-15 between Sahara and the Spaghetti Bowl, MLK to the west, and Industrial to the east. This is the most expensive and largest public works project in Nevada history. They say it's going to be completed by the end of the summer, and the cost is going to be $900 million. So if you want more information on that, you can log on to n.projectneon.com for more information. All right, the 9th biggest build is The Edge, which is an extreme sports and water park. This is going to feature dirt biking, surfing, wakeboarding, rock climbing, and even bungee jumping, zip lines, pools. And it's also going to have a hotel. This is going to be located south of the Strip. The price tag on this, $800 million. And it's not really determined when it will be complete. They anticipated it to be complete by the end of this year, but they still are not determined about that. So the 10th biggest building in Las Vegas is the Palms Casino Resort renovation, coming in at $690 million. Now, when the Station Casinos purchased it in 2016, the remodel began in 2017. So they actually have one of the most expensive and unique hotel suites in the world, priced at $100,000 a night, and it's called the Sky Villa. I bet it's real nice. But that renovation of the Palms will be completed by the end of 2019. So I hope these videos really helped you. And as I always say, my name is Chandra. And remember, small steps turn into big steps that turn the key to your new home. God bless.